Well, hello, guys. You're listening to Beauty Bites with Dr. K, Secrets of a Plastic Surgeon, and it's time for a 5-Minute Friday. I'm going to talk about our favorite subject, sleep, because I don't get enough sleep, and I've tried to make it a mission this summer to reset my sleep patterns. We've all had crazy sleep disruption during COVID with binge watching and TikToking and like just staying up super late, and I'm feeling like I need to reset myself. So the beautiful sun of summer is going to help me to reset my pineal gland, my melatonin, and my circadian rhythm. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about sleep and how much sleep we should be getting. What does it take to have quality sleep? And does sleep affect your beauty? It definitely does. So, are you getting the recommended amount of sleep every night? 7 to 9 hours is the recommended amount. And if you're getting less than that, it's time to improve a little bit. That seems like a lot of hours flat on your back, but there are 5 stages of sleep that our body needs to rotate through, starting with non-REM sleep and moving into deep REM sleep, and then the very deepest sleep of dreaming. So adults need about 7 to 9 hours. Children need much more. Stage 1 of your sleep is when you first start to drift off to sleep. Very light, non-REM, doesn't last very long. Stage 2 is still light sleep, but now you get steadier, slower breathing, your heart rate slows down, your muscles relax, and your body temperature decreases. You sleep best in a cold room. So, 50, 79 degrees is not good. In the summertime, you need to sleep around 69 degrees or even lower. In stage 3 of sleep, you enter deep sleep. And stage 4 is the deepest stage of your sleep. During your deep sleep, your breathing, heartbeat, body temperature, everything is its lowest level. You're very difficult to arouse. And this is the healing stage where your tissue growth and repair take place. So is there such a thing as beauty sleep? There is. Your body produces collagen at night. And if you're getting less than the 7 hours recommended, even by an hour or 2, you're going to make up to 30% less collagen and less healing time for the skin. Did you know that your skin actually has increased perfusion and increased blood flow when you're in your deepest stages of sleep? Your parasympathetic system and your sympathetic system reverse. So your sympathetic attack system goes on rest, and your parasympathetic perfuse and make good things happen in the non-essential systems of your body starts to kick in. And skin, while it is our biggest organ, is not as vital as the heart. So all during the day, your heart, your brain, your critical organs are getting all the blood flow. At night, your skin gets more increased blood flow. Your skin has time to repair. Your sleep position matters a lot. If you're someone who sleeps on your face, on your pillow, remember sleep position matters in terms of beauty sleep as well. If you sleep on your side, you're going to get side creases. You're going to get vertical lines across the forehead, under the eye, into the nasolabial folds, and down to the mouth and marionette area. So if you're feeling jowlier and crinklier, think about your sleep position. Your skin quality matters. If you're not putting on topical treatments at night like Retin-A and vitamin C, you're not going to have beautiful regenerated skin. This is the time when your skin heals and repairs its collagen breakdown and wrinkle repair is occurring. So I always recommend using nighttime vitamin C. It boosts collagen production. It's a collagen cofactor. Anyone over 20 should be using vitamin C at least twice daily. And if you're over 30, you must be using Retin-A. And I love my Diamond Line Refine for that. It's non-irritating. It works amazingly. It turns over dead skin on the surface. It brings skin layers up, fresh skin layers up to the surface. So Retin-A at nighttime, so important. And a clean pillowcase. If you're breaking out, it's because of old gunk from your hair and your skin oils and your old products building up on your pillowcase. Make sure we wash our pillowcase at least weekly. Then after stage 4, your healing stage, you get stage 5, your REM sleep. And your REM sleep, usually first cycle of the night begins about 90 minutes after you fall asleep. And every 90 minutes, you're in a REM sleep cycle. So if you've ever woken up really super groggy and just felt super out of it, you've usually been disrupted in the middle of a REM cycle. So try to set your alarm at an interval where when you wake up, you're going to be right at the 90-minute mark, so you're not interrupting a sleep cycle. So, time your evening by 1.5 hour intervals and set your alarm accordingly. Definitely your REM sleep is where you're going to dream. This is where your arms and legs become temporarily paralyzed, so you physically can't act out your dreams, which is good. Your brain is controlling that. In adults, in healthy adults, at least 10 to 25% of your sleep is deep sleep. So if you sleep for 8 hours a night, that's only about 60 to 100 minutes of deep, deep sleep. And as you get older, you need less of the deep, deep sleep. But these are the times during deep sleep where the brain reorganizes, where it clears out the toxins and proteins that build up, and possibly like amyloid and things that might occur that later on in life lead to dementia or Parkinson's or Alzheimer's. So this is when your brain has a chance to purge, reset, and refresh. Your memories get consolidated. Your learning and emotions process. You get physical body recovery, and this is where your immune system re-energizes and the brain detoxifies. So if you're not giving yourself enough deep sleep, there's a reason why maybe you're having forgetfulness, memory loss, brain fog. You have to have that. And when you deprive yourself of sleep, none of these functions can kick in. There's no such thing as too much deep sleep, but you may feel more tired if you sleep excessively. I think it's so important to have dreaming sleep. Dreaming sleep actually takes up about 20 to 25% of your sleep. And it's so important because if you don't have dreaming sleep, you can have depression. You can have definitely changes in terms of motivation, overall energy level. If you're someone who doesn't remember their dreams, that's actually quite common. But most of us remember fragments of dreams, and it's not certain what the meaning of these dreams is. It's sometimes thought it's your brain trying to reorganize its events that occurred during the day. And you will get better and better focus if you think about your dreams, you think about your ambitions before you go to bed, you think about what you want to dream about. In the morning when you wake up, try to jot down what you did dream about, and it helps you to untangle what issues you might be tangling with in your brain. In your subconscious mind, your brain wants to untangle the problems of its life, the stresses and the traumas and the dilemmas that you're dealing with. So give your brain some homework at night before you go to bed. Ask your brain like what's troubling you and give it time to process subconsciously and come up with a solution for you. I love to do that. I think it's so effective. Remember to sleep with your curtains open, because when you wake up in the morning, that little dose of light, sunrise, is important to reset your pineal gland. And this is a time when the morning light is not harsh and the ultraviolet is very low. It's good for you to set your rhythms, your circadian rhythms. And remember, sleeping with your windows open and the gradual light awakening is one of the best ways to arouse rather than a sudden jolt with an alarm clock. As you get to be older, REM sleep decreases, and there are thoughts that memory also worsens when we have less REM sleep. So if you have someone in your family who has sleep apnea, who has difficulty with sleep, snoring, airway obstruction problems, and they're getting more and more forgetful and more disoriented, it's really important to think about that and decide if they need to see a sleep specialist, because sometimes you can't reorganize your memory and have short-term memory problems when your REM sleep is really deprived. Overall, sleep is important to your health, your beauty. If you are not getting the benefit of the beauty sleep, remember a couple points. Number 1, sleep enough hours. Number 2, sleep in a dark room. Sleep in a cool room. Number 3, avoid white noise. Avoid electrical activity like staying off of TV screens and computers and iPads for at least 30 minutes prior to bedtime. Remember to give yourself time to gradually drift off to sleep. Don't limit your sleep hours so that you have to feel like you're suddenly, let's edit that. Remember, if you limit the hours you sleep, you're never going to get enough deep, restorative, restful sleep. I think that the things you do to prevent sleep lines are critical for your face and your beauty. I recommend a pillow that prevents pressure on the side of the face if you're a side sleeper. I recommend sleeping on your back. If you have the ability to sleep on your back, it's going to do wonders for your face. If you have sleep apnea, we have to think of different solutions for you. Overall, you should you have improvement of your REM sleep. If you're not getting at least 90 minutes a day of REM sleep, you should do a sleep study because we need to help you figure out what's going on. I think that early aging occurs when we don't take care of our sleep. Memory troubles, mood changes, weakened immunity, and trouble concentrating. Poor response time, increased accidents, high blood pressure, weight gain, diabetes, low sex drive, heart disease. You lose your balance easier, you fall more, you have early aging changes and senescence. So it's critical. The takeaway is that sleep is essential to your health. And while stage 1 to 4 and REM sleep are all important, the deep sleep is the most important after the REM sleep. So let's try to sleep better. Let's do more for ourselves. It's not just about beauty. It's about feeling rested and rejuvenated internally. But I do want you to sleep on your back whenever possible to avoid sleep lines. I'm a little biased that way. That's it for now, guys. Take time to evaluate your sleep patterns. Write down what you want your brain to untangle during your sleep and sleep on your back whenever possible. That's it for now, guys. Stay beautiful.